Hello, everybody. This is your girl, Davisha L Johnson, and today is Monday, May the 4th. We are one day from Cinco de Mayo, and we are less than a week away from Mother's Day. So, to all of you that tune into our show on Mondays and Fridays, welcome back. To all of you that are just tuning in for the first time today, welcome. This is Monday Conversations with My Black People. We actually air Monday and Friday. So today is Monday, May the 4th. Today we are going to be talking about credit repair. We have a bi-weekly series where we have conversations, real conversations with black people about how to get your hashtag Plan B together during post-COVID-19 as states are opening back up and people are starting to go back to work and people are starting to open back their businesses. We need to really realize that black folks need to have a hashtag Plan B on what you're going to do with yourselves. So I provide this series for 30 minutes. We have a 30-minute conversation on Monday mornings and Friday mornings. As we all know, we begin our week on Monday and end our week on Friday. So we want to provide this information to black people all the way around the world. We have people that tune in from Africa, from the UK, from all over the United States to hear information that I provide through our panelists, or through our guests, rather, on different opportunities for black people to engage themselves in a business or international business environments, and I just provide information. That's all I try to do. So today we're going to talk to Dr. Billy Osuworo, and he is I'll let him tell you what he does. But the topic of today is credit repair and how I don't like using the term financial literacy. I know that's probably the right term, and people in the finance industry are going to be mad at me, but I just think it's corny. Sorry, and I don't really. Why is there a phone ringing? I'm not sure why there's a phone ringing, but it's live, so that's what it is. So let me turn that down so that doesn't happen again. And today we're going to talk about credit repair. We're going to talk about how credit repair can be used as a business as well. So as you're repairing your credit, you can also utilize that as an opportunity to help other people repair their credit, and then also understand what the financial industry looks like right now, especially post-COVID-19, as people are getting their stimulus checks and people are getting PPP loans and all these extra funds. We want to make sure that black people have an opportunity to use those funds smart and not hard. And it's really disheartening to me, I'm going to say before we bring our guest on, that the original post that I did about a month and a half ago talking to my black people about the stimulus check and your hashtag Plan B that you're going to get, and going and buying Air Jordans. The New York Times came out with an online article the other day about the line that was outside for Air Jordans. And black people, I'm pissed. I'm pissed at all of y'all that was standing in line for some damn Air Jordans with your stimulus check, and your babies ain't got no laptop, and your babies don't have any electronic devices utilizing in this digital age, or you didn't sign them up for any online classes, your teenage boys and girls, to learn something. You took your black ass outside and went and got in line for some Air Jordans. I'm upset. I'm just going to put that out there and get off my soapbox. Now, today we're going to talk to Dr. Billy Osuworo, and he is, I'm going to let him tell you what he does. But basically, we're going to talk about credit repair, and he is going to introduce himself and tell you guys about what he does. Dr. Billy, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
I'm here. Yes, I can. Thank you for coming on the show this morning.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. So the people that are tuning in, this is Monday Conversations with My Black People. This is your host, Davisha L Johnson. We're talking about credit repair on today, Monday, May 4th. Dr. Billy, can you just introduce yourself to our guests and tell them who you are, what it is that you do, and then we'll get into the service offerings and how they can use this as their hashtag Plan B.
Oh, yeah, thank you very much. My name is Dr. Davisha L. I'm a senior marketing director with World Financial Group. We're a broker-dealer, one of the largest in the United States. With our parent company from America.
Dr. Billy, can you speak up a little bit because we're having problems hearing you?
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yes, that's better.
Oh, okay. Well, let me go back to my introduction one more time.
Okay.
I'm Dr. Billy Osuworo. I'm the Senior Marketing Director with World Financial Group, our broker-dealer, one of the largest in the United States, and parent company is America. And I also own a brokerage on the property and casualty side. That was when we talk about auto, commercial, and all that good stuff. and I'm also a college professor.
Okay.
I have a doctorate in international business. So this morning, I think I'll be sharing some few things that have to do with building a strong financial foundation, and I will be looking at how that will impact you if you already have a bad credit score or you have a good credit score. Okay.
Well, thank you. So I would like to get right into the conversation because we only have 30 minutes to have this very important discussion. So can you just, for all of our guests that are tuning in this morning and that are going to watch this later, can you just explain to us what financial education is as far as credit is concerned, specifically for Black people? Because I think there's a serious need to talk about not just money, but how we manage our money, and then how we spend our money, because nobody likes to be told how to spend their money, but we need to be thinking smart about how to save, how to repair our credit. So can you just have a basic conversation with us on the understanding of the importance of financial education?
Yes, thank you very much. I think financial education is something that unfortunately we don't teach right here.
Right.
So it's something you're going to have to go find out for yourself.
Right.
So again, everything in life that we do at the moment is going to revolve around your financial status.
Right.
In the society. So that is going to determine your financial foundation, what you are doing to build a legacy, a lifestyle for yourself and your family.
Right.
Every day we wake up and we want to make sure our family is okay. Especially if you're the breadwinner. So that family is your responsibility. So when you wake up every day, you're going to go out there and fend for that family. So
Right.
I would be getting into some deep financial concepts because if we don't do all these things, you see a lot of people sometimes struggle financially today because of the lack of understanding,
Right.
of financial knowledge. So these are things, I would love to put some points into, but unfortunately I don't have a lot of time, but I will be, throwing some points into this very topic, using some time that I have. But
Right.
we can always, we can always talk about that.
Absolutely. So we'll get all your information at the end of the show, but thank you for explaining and I think it really hits home with a lot of the people that watch this show and just Black folks in general all around the world, is that we weren't prepared for COVID-19. Our financial game was not together. I'm an independent business owner, so I work from home a lot. A lot of my business is here domestically, but I do international business as well. And frankly, it's not that I wasn't concerned about COVID-19, but people in different income brackets, in different financial situations, in different parts of the world where their finances were affected. Some people made a bunch of money, which is what I was telling Black folks in the beginning of this series. Before I even started this series, this is the time when millionaires are made. This is when we really need to understand finances and how to properly spend our money and save our money, because Black folks right now, this is our time and our chance and our opportunity to hit a lick, essentially, to get paid, to make sure we have an opportunity to build a foundation for the legacies of our family. So how does your company help Black people, or just people in general, but for the conversation with my Black people, we're talking to our people. So how does your company and what you provide not only help us to get our credit together or to have a better understanding of our finances in general, and what exactly is that you guys do?
The best form of a credit repair is not to have a bad credit, right?
Right. Right.
So yes, that is the first thing we bring. A lot of our people actually don't have their money in the right way. There is something there's a financial concept called literacy, strong financial foundation. It's actually like a pyramid. When you look at it, it just shows you the different steps you're supposed to take. When you are building a strong financial foundation. For instance, it starts with what we call the protection. The protection is the foundation of a strong financial future.
Right.
So how does it work? It's like taking the house of the first house. When you are building the ground from the top, the house from the ground up. You want to make sure, the foundation is very strong.
Right.
Right. That's how it's not going to be swept away. So the same thing with your financial foundation. If it's not strong, then when the storm comes, which can be in form of financial crisis, like the time we had 2008 and what we are having right now.
Right.
And that foundation is not strong, and your financial foundation is going to be swept away for it. That protection makes up your foundation. Protection against protection against medical conditions, protection against death.
Right.
You find yourself, even you cannot bring money home anymore. Due to some form of disability, due to some form of medical condition, or even if you're not living, what happens to your family?
Right.
You are in that situation where you can't bring money home anymore. So you have a plan in place that will still be paying your income every month while you are employed. So you can still pay your bills. Whether you have stroke, you have you are down, you have heart attack, you have your chemo, let me tell you, the bills will still be done.
Right. Right. I think that's a really good point. I think that's a really good point. Not to cut you off, Dr. Billy, but I think that's a really good point for our listeners. And in case you didn't hear what Dr. Billy just said, and in case you're just tuning in, this is Monday Conversations with My Black People. It is May the 4th, and we're talking about credit repair and having a financial education. Dr. Billy just gave dropped some real nuggets and some real jewels. When you're dead, people, the bills don't still keep coming. The family that you left behind are still alive on this earth to pay bills. Your children, your grandchildren, they need something. If you've been the caretaker for your family and you've been that person, because I'm that person for my family, and every black family has that person that you already know you can count on them. If something drastic happens, COVID-19 happens, you call them and ask them for advice. You call them and ask them for money. I'm the oldest child in my family, so I'm that person. A lot of you out there are that person. But what he said is when you're gone, then what about all those people behind you that you were taking care of? What if COVID-19 happens and your grandmother that's been the caregiver and everybody's staying at her house and she takes care of all the grandkids while you go to work? What if she's deceased? What if she passed during this disease? What if she didn't have any money? Because usually our elders didn't have an opportunity. It's not that they didn't think about it. They didn't have an opportunity back when they were our age to be order to be financially stable, to think about legacies. They were just trying to make it. And a lot of black people right now are still in the living paycheck to paycheck trying to make it. But I think COVID-19 has leveled the playing field for everybody. So if you want an opportunity to get a step up at this point, you need to listen to what Dr. Billy is telling you about not only building legacies for your future, but being prepared in case some issues go down. So Dr. Billy, can you talk to our guests?
If I can quickly, expatiate more on that, because I was talking about the pyramid. The foundation is the first, which is actually the protection. After that protection is what we call debt management. How do you manage your debt? We all have one type of debt or the other. It could be a credit card debt, it could be a student loan debt, it could be mortgage, any other thing you have to pay constantly every single month.
Right.
How do we pay our debt? A lot of our people, we are so comfortable doing just the minimum.
Right.
You understand a financial concept we call the rule of 72. Do we understand how badly that can impact? The rule of 72 is when you divide 72 by whatever interest rate you are taking a loan for. If you divide that, the number you get tells you how long for that money to double or your debt to double. So if you are getting a 12% interest rate, for instance, maybe getting a line of credit and they are giving you 12% to pay as an interest rate. By rule of 72, divide 72 by 12. Every 6 years your debt is going to double. Okay? Every 6 years your debt will double. That is why a lot of our people don't understand why it's so hard for them to pay off just $2,500.
Right.
They don't know that because this is the power of compound interest.
Right.
This was discovered by Einstein a long time ago.
Right.
But because we don't know, our people don't know, they don't want to know. A lot of them are not asking questions.
Right.
They are too busy for nothing.
Right.
That is why every time they find themselves in the same situation again. 2008, when this thing came, a lot of our people suffered.
Right.
Today, it is here again. A lot of our people are getting into forbearance and all that stuff, thinking the federal government has said nobody should pay any student loan now.
Right.
Nobody can be evicted from their homes. Let me tell you something. You are going to pay it somehow.
Right. Right. And that's what I'm trying to tell my black people. All these loans. Right. All these loans and things that people are giving out, the PPP money, all these things that the federal government, first of all, black people, the federal government they ain't worry about you. Let me just say that. So all of these things that are happening, I applied for all of them knowing that I'm going to have to pay it back. All of the, like I said from the very beginning, when they hit this go button, people, and the 3 months you've been living with no mortgage payment, and the 3 months you've been living with no car note payment, and the 3 months you the blah, 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 you have not paid, they're going to want their money. That's just it. So if you got an extra $10,000 this month, like some of my friends did, because they're self-employed or have their own businesses, they got the PPP money, they got their stimulus money, then they got whatever other kind of federal program money they got. They might have a good 10 racks right now. Best believe you're going to have to pay that back, because when you filled out the loan application, it said could be forgiven. I don't think, in my personal opinion, that that's going to be forgiven.
Just to quickly after that stuff you just brought in. Yes, 2 ways you're going to pay. One is a grant. Okay. But let me tell you, it's going to come back to you in form of tax.
Right.
Whatever the federal government spends, they're going to have to put it on us somehow.
Right.
Down the line.
Right.
Okay? Then the other way, in case you are saying, no, this is a grant. A grant, you are still going to pay somehow in form of tax.
Right.
Then the other one you're going to take maybe as a small business owner, as a loan, let me tell you, the loan is not free. You're still going to pay it somehow.
Right.
You know, at an interest rate. Now, the third one I would love to talk about is what we call the emergency fund.
Right.
A lot of our people get paid at the end of every 2 weeks or every 1 month. They want to spend money and intend to save the rest, instead of saving first and spend the rest. When they not get into habit of spending and intend to save the rest, there's really nothing to save.
Right.
And that's not what I'm talking about. There is nothing, because human wants are insatiable. The moment you start spending that money, you begin to realize things you really don't need.
Right.
And you think you want it, and you want to go get it, because you saw J-Lo with a blog on Instagram, and
right.
you want to be like J-Lo. J-Lo doesn't even know who you are.
Right. Right.
But you are using the money you don't have to impress who doesn't even know you.
Right.
That is what social media has done to our people.
Right.
When other people are making money with the social media, our people are the ones spending money.
Right.
Just going to the social media. That is a no-no. Emergency fund is supposed to be your account that you can have access to in case there is an emergency.
Right.
In case the children have to go see the doctor, there's a copay.
Right.
In case you want to go to work, the car will not crash. You need a battery. You need that money right now. That is the money you should have in your emergency fund, like your savings and checking account.
Right.
And the last one I will quickly want to talk about here is the investment part of it. A lot of our people hear about people doing investment,
right,
and they rush in and pull all their money out and try to go get into some form of investment they don't even have a clue about.
Right.
Investment, there is no guarantee.
Right.
It can go north, it can go south.
Right.
But if it goes south, imagine if all you have done in your life, trying to plan your financial future, is an investment that went down south.
Right.
No protection, no debt management in place, no emergency fund. What situation, what shape do you think that family is going to be?
Right.
If you don't have any of this stuff, put all your money in some form of investment that went bad.
Right.
What do you think is going to happen to you? You're going to be flat, right? So that is what we call building a strong financial foundation.
Okay. Now, okay. So just 1 second. So for all of you that are just now tuning in, we're talking to Dr. Billy Asuero with what is the name of your company?
I'm with World Financial Group.
World Financial Group. So the World
Yep.
Financial Group, Dr. Billy and I are talking about credit repair and understanding the importance of finances. And what he just said is not just true for black people, it's true for the U.S. government. Because the U.S. government had a rainy day fund, we will call it for the sake of this conversation, and they ran out of money. When they were giving out SBA funds, they ran out of money. That's what they say. Now, you and I both know that the Federal Reserve is a separate entity from the government, but they can give out, they gave, $5.2 trillion in the first round of funds and giving away some more money. So America can print money. Let's just start there. So they're not giving you anything for free, black people. But what he just said is if the U.S. government, what I'm saying is, if the U.S. government ran out of money and and people are saying that we need a 6 month to 1 year rainy day fund, and the U.S. government doesn't have a rainy day fund to allow for the people of the citizens of their country to be able to live during things like COVID-19, I'm asking you, Dr. Billy, where does that leave black people? If the government can't take care of you, then I'm saying to black folks, that's why we have this show. You need a hashtag Plan B. So how can they utilize your business and what you do to make money and build that foundation, that pyramid foundation?
Absolutely. Let me quickly put out this disclaimer, guys. One financial group is not in the business of credit repair, but we are in the business of financial literacy, of teaching you not to ever get into a situation where you're going to start needing some credit repair. Okay? So, again, like you just said, Plan B is something we always want to think about. Let me tell you guys, in case you don't know, more than 500 billion came out the first time, 350 billion came out the second time. It's there for small business owners.
Right.
Ask yourself, how many of these, what is the percentage of this money that got to us?
Right.
A lot of our people do 9 to 5 jobs. You already lost out in the game.
Right.
Have you ever thought about running a business, by the side, your 9 to 5 job?
Right.
Okay. Have you ever thought about making money from multiple sources of income, which you call a Plan B?
Right.
Okay. A lot of our people don't think about those things. They are so comfortable with the 2 weeks income they get.
Right.
1 month income they get. But when something happens, that is the first income they lose.
Right. Right.
And if nothing else comes, there's no way they can go make any extra income using their intellectual property.
Right.
Learning about how to build their own financial foundation and teaching other people, for instance, how to do the same thing and get paid.
Right. So that's the part that black folks love in any conversation is when somebody that says get paid. So let's talk about that and how can what it is that you do. For those of you that are just tuning in, this is Monday Conversations with My Black People. We're talking to Dr. Billy with the World Financial Group, and he's going to now tell us about how we get paid by not having to do credit repair, by being proactive and helping to build your financial foundation so you won't need credit repair. How can we get paid to do that?
Check this out. How about if I give you an example, for instance, I say, hey, I'm going to teach you, everything about financial literacy. You can help yourself and help your family. At the same time, I'm gonna build you as a successful, let's say, financial service business owner. And I want you to be able to train other people, build other people to do the same thing. If you can do that, whenever these people go out there and make money, you are still able to make money because you have trained them, you continue to train them, and the compensation is such a way that every time they are making money, you are making money just like the owner of a McDonald's franchise.
Right.
If you own a McDonald's franchise, you don't have to be physically there.
Right.
Right?
Right.
You give instructions, quite all right, but when they make money, at the end of that day, you're going to be making money as well, right?
Right.
From that sale, the percentage. How about if you do that to 10 people, and they are all making money, and you getting paid? Is it better to make 1% for 100 people?
Absolutely.
100% by yourself. That's
right.
The question. I'm sorry. If the answer is yes, then that is exactly what it is. Gone are those days where you just always want to go to people to help you do stuff.
Right.
How about if we teach you how to do stuff, and you are now able to teach other people how to do stuff and get paid for it?
Right.
How about that?
Right. Well, that sounds like a winner for me.
Making money.
Right. Well, that's what I focus on, and I call them my tribe. But those of like-minded people like myself, or anybody that's any variation of shade, of me that understands what COVID-19 has done just in the global environment, especially the business marketplace. Like when you apply for these PPP loans and this other SBA funding, guess what they need? They need your financial statement. They need your bank statements. They need your P&L. They need all kinds of financial documentation. And you may have been running a business for the past 20 years or the past 2 years and never filed your tax return, have not been doing any of your proper holding receipts, have any kind of digital paperwork, transcripts of how you've been transacting with people. So when there is opportunities for you to go get free money, well, no money is free, but if there's an opportunity for you to go get a grant or opportunity for you to go get a loan, or if you have a business and you want to go expand your business, you need to make sure that your finances are together. But if you can, like Dr. Billy says, if you can do that and at the same time also make some money on top of that, then I'm all for that. So tell our guests how they can get in contact with you. What's your website? What's your social media? All of that stuff so that they can get on board with finding out how to make money and make other people have money also.
Okay, you can reach me at 404-611-7890.
So it's 404
611 Yes, just shoot me an email on billyfame@yahoo.com, and I can always give you an invitation to the office where we can do a one-on-one with you. And you guys are always free to. We have moved a lot of our operations online right now because of COVID-19.
Right.
We do have free financial workshops every week, every other 2 days. We have a corporate overview that people can come in and see who we are, what we do.
Okay.
Again, I will shoot out the video. I will shoot out that stuff to you, so you can always shoot it out to your followers.
Okay.
So know when we are doing our corporate overview every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and our free financial workshop. Listen, guys, you got to go educate yourself.
Right.
Okay. You got to go educate yourself. We have 5 different free financial workshops. By the time you go through all these 5, guys, you know what to do with your money. You become your money manager.
Right.
Instead of somebody else doing it for you.
Right.
So, yes, every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, we do have our online corporate overview, and we have our free financial workshop running simultaneously. So I'm gonna shoot out that invite, to you, Davisha.
Okay.
You can put it out there for your folks. So yeah,
awesome.
My number again is 404-641-7890. Hey guys, it's time for us to go make money together.
Absolutely, Dr. Billy, I want to thank you for coming on the show, and for those of you that are just tuning in, and those of you that will watch later, this is Monday Conversations with My Black People. It is May 4th, and we were talking to Dr. Billy with World Financial Group. I'm going to go listen to the call at 8 o'clock and make sure that I get myself and my financial foundation together, even though I do have a small business and I have gotten access to some of these government funds. I do a lot of business internationally, so I need to make sure my finances are shored up for my move to Africa at the end of the year, and then also to make sure that I have some residual income coming from the U.S. So we'll have another conversation deeper in that later on, because Dr. Billy is going to come back to talk about opportunities in Nigeria, correct?
Yes.
Yes. So while you're waiting on that episode to air, I will put out the flyer for that. But while you're waiting on that, go contact Dr. Billy at 404-641-7890 so that you can get the bottom of your pyramid and the financial foundation together, so we can go do these international investments that he's going to talk about later on in the month in Nigeria. So, Dr. Billy, I just want to thank you again for coming on the show, and we'll talk to you again about Nigeria.
You bet.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, bye.
Bye-bye. So that was Dr. Billy, guys, on Monday Conversations with My Black People. I was informed this morning. I don't like having financial literacy conversations. I still think that's a dumb phrase, but that's just what it is. So, oh my God, Johnny Lynn Bodner. Johnny Lynn Bodner is watching my show, people. And I've known Johnny Lynn since I moved to Canada when I was like 9 or 10 years old. So, hey, Johnny Lynn. I also want to say to all of you people out there that are thinking about what to do with yourself now that you're going back to work. There's a lot of people contemplating a lot of different things. So, do I stay at home and continue to collect my unemployment check, which was probably in some people's cases more than what I was making when I was at work? Do I go back to work in an environment where I'm working around people every day, or do I want to continue to work from home? I think a lot of people, were getting cabin fever because they were told that they can't go outside. But now that people have a choice to go outside, I think most people are going to still choose to do work from home because it's a lot more flexible. You're probably a lot more productive than you were running around outside, because traffic in Atlanta, Georgia can spend most of your day in the car depending on where you work. So I just want people to think about what the hashtag Plan B is for you and your family moving forward post-COVID-19. I want you to go contact Dr. Billy. I will put the correct phone number because I did not put the right one. So for those of you that are just tuning in, the correct phone number is 404-641. And I'm going to put it in the comments, 7890. I'm going to put it in the comments on both Davisha L Johnson page and also DL Johnson Consulting Agency page. This has been Monday Conversations with My Black People. I'm your host, Davisha L Johnson. We have one more month in the month of May. This is our last month for this series. I have enjoyed all of you today on Monday, May the 4th.